What's going on, everybody? It is your boy Slap here. Thank you so much for tuning into the video. Today's video, we're going to be talking about the day in the life of a van owner operator. Stay tuned. We're going to get into the content. Thank you guys so much for checking out the video. Now, you want to become a van owner operator. Now, this video right here is going to be on basically some of the things that I do, basically the day in the life of a van owner operator, okay? Now, today's destination, I am in South Carolina. I started my day off at 2:30 this morning in Atlanta, Georgia. That's where I reside at. But anyways, you want to always make sure you have everything together as far as your organization skills, your planning, whatever you're taking, whatever you're picking up, whatever the case may be. In this case in particular, I had my load loaded. I had the load I picked up in Tennessee. That's where it was loaded. My delivery time was set for 8 a.m. in South Carolina. So a lot of planning goes into that. What you always want to do is you want to make sure that you set a strict schedule, because you want to make sure that you're always on time. You want to make sure that you're always first and foremost, make sure you always check your van before you get in your van and begin your day of traveling. Make sure everything works. Make sure your lights work, your brakes work. Hell, even your AC. It's summertime here in the South, so it can get hot. The last thing you want is to have a van with no AC and you're rolling down the street looking like Jim Carrey in Pet Detective. But anyways, make sure that you always have things planned out. That is very important as far as being an owner-operator of your own van. Now, what I do really enjoy about being an owner-operator is the ability to see different cities. You're going to constantly be on the road. You're going to constantly be seeing different places. Take your time. Take it all in. I am in South Carolina right now. I've been raised in the South my entire life. This is the first time I've been to the coast side of South Carolina. So this is really cool to see. I want to always make sure that I have all my meals prepared. I want to make sure that I have plenty of waters. I do drink plenty of water. I like to try to stay away from the sodas and things of that nature while traveling, okay? I also like to make sure that I bring snacks, healthy snacks, not chips and things of that nature. You know, like my almonds. This is something I like to snack on when I'm driving. Almonds. I got a full lunch box. And I do a breakdown on some of the things that I have for my trips that I take, okay? But different things like that, apples. You want to make sure that you're eating healthy. You want to make sure that if you're going to be in this business, that you take care of your body. You got to make sure that you get the proper amount of rest. Rest is very important. You do not want to be up all night drinking and then you go in service and you're hungover or you still have alcohol all over your breath. That will be the quickest way of getting you out of this business. You do not want to be, indulging in any marijuana or anything like that. That is another way that will get you out of this business. The last thing you want is to be high or drunk and you get in an accident. Accidents do tend to happen. That's why they're called accidents. You don't want to, have an accident and next thing you know, they go pull urine or blood from you and it comes back that you tested positive for THC or things of that nature in your blood system. That is a bad day for you. Being an owner operator is a lot of responsibility. You want to make sure your maintenance is kept up on your vehicles. That goes back to what I said, your pre-check inspection before you get rolling. Make sure everything is squared away before you get on the road, and check everything. Check your van, check your tires, check everything to make sure things are squared away so you don't have to worry about any incidents while you're on the road, especially if you don't have a newer van. My van is brand new, so I usually, I'm lucky right now. I don't have to really worry about any maintenance issues, but you still never know. Things can happen. So make sure you're always prepared. Top 3 tips as far as being an owner operator. Always plan, always be on time, and always make sure that you have some type of balance in your life. You're going to be sleeping in your van. You're going to be missing out. If you have a family, you're going to be missing out on family gatherings, missing out on seeing your family even. You have to always make sure that you're prepared for that and prep for whether you want to be home on this date. You need to make sure that you start trying to make your way back towards where you live. If, for example, I had a load I went up to Detroit, Michigan. I picked up in Detroit. took it all the way to North Carolina. And I wanted to plan to be home because it was a family member's birthday. So I wanted to make sure I started working my way back to Georgia. So that's what I did. I kind of took it, picked up the load in Detroit, dropped off in North Carolina, and I found something on the way back to Georgia. So I just kind of walked my way down, okay? I'll explain to you in further videos how do I get my loads and things of that nature. I get so many questions from different guys, and people are just like, hey man, put me on game, Slap. What are you doing? What are you doing to do this? What are you doing to do that? So I said, hey man, instead of sitting here, staying on the phone with people all the time giving game, I'm going to sit here and just break everything down to them one at a time, okay? That is kind of my whole ordeal as far as the day in the life of a van owner operator. Before I get my day going, I always make sure I prep meals, things of that nature. Make sure my van is up to is good to go. You want to make sure everything's running strong, everything's working properly, and you want to make sure that you prep as far as where you're going. Make sure you strap down if you have anything on the back of your van. Make sure everything's strapped down properly and correctly, because you don't want a lot of your, the product that you're making transports for. You don't want it shifting. You don't want it falling. You don't want it getting all knocked all over the back of your van, because some of these vans have a lot of space in there. You don't want things getting knocked all over the place. It's just not going to be a really professional look when you go deliver the goods and they sit there and say, hey man, did you not scrap this stuff in? Why is stuff in here broken? Or why is the boxes all crushed? Or why is stuff all over your van, or whatever the case may be? But anyways, man, if you have any questions, comment below. Let me know what you think. This is kind of the start of something new as far as starting this channel as well. But it's the start of something new. I'm going to be providing a lot of game, a lot of gems. I'm going to be staying consistent as far as dropping these videos. So many different topics that people ask me and want to talk to me about. So I'm going to make sure that I give you guys all the game, all the sauce that I was blessed with that helped me get started in this business. Anyways, like, comment, subscribe, share this video. Always make sure that if you are in this business, or if you're thinking about getting in this business, whatever the case may be, have the mentality to always keep those wheels turning. I'm Big Slap Man. Thank you guys so much for tuning into the video, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Location, South Carolina. We're out. Peace.